Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Max with A1 Website Pro. And today, I just ran this website through a speed test, and we can see this load time, 19 seconds. Bad. It's only faster than 7% of the tested sites. And we tested it from Dallas here on tools.pingdom.com. Today, I'm going to show you how to get rid of the junk in your website and optimize your images and so on and so forth. And we're going to do a lot of this with SSH. We're going to totally remove WordPress, okay, from the server. Then we're going to reinstall it, and then we're going to reload everything into it. So let's get started. I'm already logged into the SSH. Okay, you got to make sure that you have SSH access in order to perform this. And notice I'm in the public HTML directory. If I hit ls, it'll give me a list of the files that are in there. Now, one of the files that I want to make sure to keep is this wp-config. So what I'm going to do is zip wp-config. Let's put .zip and then wp-config.php. Let me explain this to you. We're taking wp-config.php and we're going to zip it and put it in this file right here. Okay, and that's what that little command does. And now if we hit ls again, you'll see the difference. We'll see a little zip folder on there, and here it is, wp-config. We want to move that out of the public HTML directory, and we're going to store everything in the home directory. So we're just going to take this wp-config. I'm going to be using a lot of copy and pasting. So whenever I highlight stuff, you'll know what I'm doing. So we're going to use move. Move this, which is wp-config.zip. We want to move it up one folder. That's /. All right. Now if we hit ls, we could see that the wp-config is not there. wp-config.zip. I have it in my home directory. If we go cd boom slash, I call dots booms. Okay, ls for file listing, and you can see here's my wp-config folder. Okay, so let's go cd public _html. Get back into the home directory there. All right, we'll go to ls. And we're going to navigate to this WP content folder to back up all of our photos and our plugins. Okay, so cd WP content, like that. And let's get right in there. And we can see we have our themes are here, our plugins are here. And let's go ahead and look at the themes, see if there's anything special about them. cd themes, ls. Okay, we just have the 2012 theme in there. Okay, so we're not going to worry about that. We'll just use as WordPress's 2012 whenever we get to it. So cd, go up a folder. And let's navigate to the plugins folder, because a bunch of different WordPress sites have different plugins. So cd plugins to go to that directory, and we go in there, hit ls, and see. Okay, so here's a bunch of plugins. This easy sign up, this one here always seems to get hacked, so we're going to be taking that out of there. So to remove easy sign up, to remove a directory and all its files, you'll hit rm-r-f and then type in the name of the directory, easy sign up, just like that. That'll remove that entire plugin and all its files. If we hit ls again, we can see that it's gone. Now I'm going to type clear all that junk out up there so I don't have it on the screen, and we'll just hit ls again. Sometimes we want to be able to do that. But what we'll do is let's remove the error log, remove the file, ERROR $1G. Okay. All right, ls. Make sure it's removed, and it looks like it's gone. All right, now we want to zip all of these plugins into one file and move it to our root directory. So I'm going to go cd // ls. And so I want to zip the directory with all its files, plugins.zip, plugins. Okay. Now we zipped them all up there. Okay. So we want to move that plugins directory to the home directory, so we could just simply type move plugins.zip. I'm going to move it up one directory at a time because I like to make sure. cd ls. Then we could move plugins again. I'm just hitting the up key on my keyboard to move plugins up another one. And go cd // and there we go. We have our plugins up there along with our config file. Okay. Now the other thing that we have to get in our public HTML or WP content is all of our pictures, right? So let's go cd public _HTML ls cd WP p content, and then we should have cd uploads. Let's take a look in that file, make sure we don't have anything that looks a little suspicious. Nope, not so far. So I'm going to navigate up to the next file there, and we'll hit clear. ls show all the files, and we want to zip the uploads. So we type zip r and the files of the uploads. Oh, we'll name it uploads. .zip. The directory is uploads. Not found. Okay, let's try this again. Zip the directory uploads.zip. That's what we're going to name it. We're going to zip the directory of uploads. Okay. ls. Okay, so let's move that them uploads folders to the home directory, shall we? So move uploads.zip. Move it up one folder. cd. We'll go up one folder. Move it up another folder. cd. And let's make sure it's there. And there's our uploads. So we got our plugins, our uploads, and our WP config file. All right. So now that we have everything, what we want to do is we want to delete everything. Okay. Now remember, the database is still there. The database is still there. It hasn't went anywhere. That's why we saved our WP config file. So let's go cd public _HTML ls, and I believe that is all that we need. So I got go remove, and then we'll put -r -f, and then the asterisk sign, and this is going to remove everything. Okay, now the thing I want to direct your attention to is we're going to need the CGI bin, so we're just going to recreate it, but everything in this public HTML is going to be gone. Watch. ls. There's nothing there except the htaccess file. Let's go ahead and remove the htaccess. Well, you should put the -f on there. -f.htaccess. All right. ls. Okay, everything is gone. Oh my, what are we going to do now? All right, so it's time to reinstall WordPress, okay? So we have all our plugins, we have our uploads and everything. So let's type in wget https://wordpress.org latest.zip. And then we use no check certificate. No check certif. I can't say it and spell it. No check certificate, just like that. Okay. So it's supposed to go out to WordPress.org and get the latest copy of WordPress. All right. Oh, I misspelled WordPress. So let's type wget https wordpress.org latest.zip. No check certificate. All right, now let's do it. Okay, there we go. And right away, you'll see that we get the latest zip file from WordPress. Now remember, we had to make our CGI folder again, our CGI bin. So let's go ahead and make that before we forget. mkdir CGI -bin. Okay, so we're going to make that directory. If we hit ls, we should be able to see it there. Yes. Okay, so let's unzip the latest. Unzip latest.zip. Okay. And that unzips the WordPress files. Now you got to make sure you're not logged in as root as you're doing this. Okay, I'm not logged in as root, so. But if we hit ls right here, we can see we have a folder called WordPress there. Okay, right there. Now we need to get everything inside that folder, because if we go cd WordPress like this, and we type ls, we can see those are all our WordPress files, okay? So what we want to do is take all of those and put them in the folder that we're in now, in this public HTML. And how you do that is you use the move command. Move WordPress and then /all. And then you want to move it to where I am. I'm in public HTML. Okay. Now if we hit ls, we should see our WordPress files, and we do. So let's go ahead and remove the latest.zip. Remove latest.zip. Okay, and it's gone. And now the other thing we need to remove is this WordPress directory. Okay, so rm-r WordPress. Okay, ls. Oh, very good, very good. Okay, let me type clear here and get rid of all that stuff at top, and so we can work a little bit easier. Now we have all our WordPress files, but remember we put in, if we go cd // and hit ls, our config file is located right here. So we need to move this config file down into the public HTML directory. So we go mv wp config.zip to public_HTML. All right. Now let's see. We could see that it's gone. Let's go ahead and move our plugins and our uploads.zip into public HTML. We're going to move them one at a time. So I'm just going to, went a little bit too far there. Uploads. Let's move it to public HTML. And then finally the plugins. We want to move the plugins to the public HTML. Okay, finally let us go to the public HTML. If we hit ls right here, we can see that all of our zip files are gone. Okay, so cd public underscore HTML ls. Okay, so we can unzip this WP config file. And the other thing is we can remove this sample file because we don't need it. It's a sample file. So this is how you type rm wp config sample.php. So just get that out of there. And let's unzip wp config.zip. Alright, so let's look at this here. Now we got our WP config. Now one of the things you want to make sure to do is you want to remove this file right here because it contains all your username and passwords, and anybody could get a zip file. They can't get a PHP file. So we're going to remove this zip file, rm wp config.zip ls. Okay, it's gone. Now we know that our uploads and our plugins belong in the WP content directory. So let's move, we'll start with uploads.zip to WP content. All right, and let's move plugins.zip to WP content as well. Okay. Oh, used the wrong command. MR is not a command. So just replace the R with the V to move it. There we go. Now if we hit LS, we should see, yeah, okay. So let's navigate to our WP content, CD, WP content. Oop, CD, WP content. Here we go. Now we see that we have a plugins directory, but we know that this is going to be the plugins directory. So we want to remove this and then unzip this, okay? So let's type in rm r, and if there's any files in there, remove those to plugins. All right. Now if we type ls, we can see that the plugins directory is gone. So we need to unzip plugins.zip. Okay, ls. Now let's go cd plugins. Make sure they're all here. Make sure the gang's all here. And it looks like they are. Let's make sure we have files in there. So let's go to this Akismet. CD Akismet. ls. And okay, our files are there. All right. Sometimes when you're zipping stuff on a server and your server runs out of space, those files will be empty. So CD, but we have a backup. All right, CD boom boom slash. Okay, now the other thing that we need to do in our WP content folder, notice there's not an uploads folder yet. As soon as we unzip this, we're going to have one. So unzip uploads.zip. Boom, 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 ls. Okay, so let's go cd to uploads. Oops. Okay, let's go right inside there, ls. Oh, there's our folders. Okay, so cd boom boom slash, we need to remove those zip files so people can't download them from our server. So let's rm uploads.zip and rm plugins.zip. Okay, ls. There we go. So let's go ahead back to the site in best bulking cycles and see if we can log in. I don't even know what the username or password is, so we'll try this temporary one. And we're able to log in. Okay. So let's go ahead and check out the site on the front end. Theme directory 2012 does not exist. Okay. So now we have to go get that theme. All right. Because obviously it's not in there. So if we go to CD themes like this, ls, we see that we got 2015, 2017, 2016. So how do we get the 2012? All right, well, you just go to trusty old Google, WordPress theme 2012, okay? And it's a free WordPress theme. One of the WordPress themes that are free, I recommend you get from WordPress, like right here, because these guys actually are the ones that, created WordPress. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right-click on this download, copy link address, okay? And while I'm in my themes directory, I'm going to use the wget, and I'm going to paste in that downloads WordPress, and I'm going to do no check certificate. All right. Okay, now we have the zip file of the 2012 2.2.zip. So a lot of times, save time, I just copy stuff. So unzip, paste that in there. And it unzips the 2012. Okay, we'll type ls. And we have our 2012 directory. So let's go ahead and remove this zip file because we don't need it anymore. Copy, RM. We'll paste that in there. ls. Okay, now we got our 2012 in there. So let's go ahead and go back to the site. Bulk stacking cycles. Reload it. Voila, there we go. We're back here, back in business. All right. So we knew what our performance grade was before in our load time. So let's run this again from the same place and see what we can get here as far as our load time. After we get all the hacks and everything like that out of there. Okay, looks like we took our load time down to 2.99 seconds. We have some things that we can do in the htaccess file to leverage browser caching. We can also combine JavaScript like that with Cloudflare. But yeah, we have a faster loading site. It's faster than 54%. Not the greatest, but if you continue to do optimization, what we did here is we just got all the hacks out. We saved the files that were important, got our hacks out, and now we're ready to go ahead and do some more optimizing on this and get our performance grade a little bit better. We could probably even get a better load time after I edit the htaccess file. If you want a perfect htaccess file, you can go to A1 Website Pro. And if we go here to normal rating, just type htaccess up here. This is Max with A1 Website Pro. I hope this tutorial was beneficial to you. If you need it, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. Bye.